What's up, you guys? So I got another exciting one for you guys today. I think we're finally going to be able to start the Accord. So I got all my tools, and well, pretty much I got all my supplies loaded up right here. So they're going to end up in the back of the Subaru, and I'm going to drive to the other side of town. I got to stop and get some refreshments to stick in the cooler. One of my buddies should be coming by to give me a hand. At a point, I'm hoping that all goes smoothly. I really haven't. The guy whose house this car is at, I really haven't heard from him since like August of last year. So it's been a good 9-10 months, something like that, since I last heard from him, which I don't like. So I'm hoping everything's all copacetic and I'm able to just go over there and get to work. So I'm getting loaded up, bringing everything I think I'll need, and I'll touch base with you guys when I'm at the car. Peace. Hey, what's up, you guys? Wow. There she is, in all of her glory. Wow. We'll get this flipped around and I'll show you a little bit about what's... Alright guys, well, ignore all that. Just ignore all that. The wiring on this car, terrible. But, got my intake manifold off. Need to make sure all my studs are still there, all my hardware's still there. I'm pretty sure it still is. I put it all back, looks like. Need to get to doing some cleaning. And then we're gonna drop the carburetor manifold intake on this motor. I don't know how much content I can be filming here, so we'll check in with you guys in a little bit. But pretty much, you know, I got my gasket. The manifold's gonna drop on right there. I'm gonna get my coolant system hooked back up. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'll check in with you guys once I have the manifold on. It's been like, I don't know, I think an hour since you guys last saw me. So I got a little notebook, right, that I write things down that I've done to the car. I didn't write any of this down. Last time I touched this car is entirely MIA. So I'm trying to retrace some of my steps. I know last time I was here, I was figuring out a charging issue. I never figured out the charging issue. I just hardwired the alternator to run at full field. Not good for the alternator, but lifetime warranty alternator. But yeah, I'm about to get this manifold on. Then I got to figure out why my power steering pump's just sitting there. Then I got to start tucking some wiring into some safer places, because, dude, it's a mess in here. Forbidden spaghetti. Forbidden spaghetti. Goodness. Alright, well, I'm going to hop off this before I drop my phone and faint, because it's so hot. It's like, I don't know. Here, let's check see what the thermometer in my car says. Oh, it says we're hanging out at about 140 degrees. You know, I know that's in the car, magnified from the sun, but it's still way too hot. I had to put the headband on to keep the sweat out of the eyes. See you guys in the next one. It's been several hours since you last saw me. But look at that. Got the Honda and the Holly. Mechanically as one. I still gotta do fuel line stuff. Still gotta block the EGR ports. I still gotta address that mess. And some of that mess. That's not as bad, but I still gotta address this mess. And those bad boys, what's going on with those? It's going to be sending power to those. I already know what I got to do. I got to pull power from the ECU. I got to D-pin. I'm going to D-pin a lot of stuff off that factory manifold. It's like, I don't need intake air temperature sensor. I don't need... Oh goodness, there's one up here on the actual plenum. I forget what it is. I don't need the throttle position sensor because it's a cable ran transmission. I don't need the injectors. I don't need the IAC stuff. But yeah, this is gonna run. I don't know how this is gonna run. I hope I'm able to give you this right here with the video of it starting, but I don't know if time's gonna work out that way. I do need to flip that throttle cable bracket thing around because it's pulling the wrong direction. I need it to go that way. Now it's facing the other way. So we're gonna flip that around. Gotta block that off. I still gotta plumb my fuel lines, but it's on there. Alright guys, well this is really all I did for today. Look at that. I mean, I know it's been a couple weeks going, almost a year going. At this point, I know I had to get a fabricator's help to make me all this, but it's in the car, and I'm not starting it today. I left more odds and ends for myself than I thought. So, getting those tidied up and gonna get myself ready and set up for, I don't know, hopefully tomorrow. Catch you guys later. Look at that hood poke. See you next time, baby. I'll be back. Alright guys, well, I mean, somebody tried to steal that Honda badge. That was a while ago. Somebody tried to steal that. That didn't happen here. I know that didn't happen here. But anyway, got the Accord all wrapped up. Hopefully, we'll come back tomorrow. What's that? Alright, you guys get all that. Hopefully we're back here tomorrow before that sun's in that spot. And maybe we'll be turning the key. Let you guys know next time. Later. What's up, y'all? Let's get some better light. There we go. So, last time you would have seen me, I was at the Accord. And I've been looking for my, what do you call it? I've been looking for my black book for the Accord that I write everything down in. I haven't been able to find it. I don't know where it is. It should be somewhere in my tool closet. It's not. I'm thinking it might be somewhere in the Subaru. I hope it's not, because the Subaru is a mess. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that Accord video, and we'll hopefully be starting it soon. Later on. Like, comment, subscribe. Parking Lot Customs, out.